So most likely it's this dryer vent tube, probably where it makes a right angle turn. It has a bunch of lint that's accumulated over the years. In this instance, this is on a townhome, so the vent tube goes straight up to the roof. It's a little bit unusual, but they tend to jam up much more often than the one that goes out on the horizontal plane outside the wall of your home. So I'm going to use this tool by linteater.com. Costs about $25. Hook it up to my drill, and I'm going to just go in 3-foot sections at a time. I ended up going in about 12 feet altogether, and ended up getting a lot of lint had come out, and that was what was clogging the vent tube, and the heat basically could not leave the machine. It got hotter and hotter, and then for safety's sake it tripped the high limit thermal fuse. So I'm just loosening up all that accumulated lint. I got a feeling that probably all the lint was hanging out at the right angle turn when the vent tube goes from the horizontal plane to the vertical plane. That's usually where the clog is. But if you have that type of arrangement in a condo or a townhome, it's wise to do this at least once a year, because otherwise you can get a dryer fire due to too much lint accumulating. So here comes some of the lint. We ended up getting about a basketball size volume of lint coming out. And I don't think this one had ever been cleaned. Sometimes the lint will actually feel moist because it's trapped some of the moisture that was trying to leave the dryer. And when you get these clear, not only does the dryer work, but it'll be much more efficient. It'll dry the clothes much faster and use a lot less energy. So I think if you have that type of arrangement, it's good to do about once a year. And that company is linteater.com.
We are on the roof and remove this vent cap so we can get in and clean out the dryer vent. This is on like a condo apartment style. In infinite wisdom, they decide to vent it vertically, and also they put in these stupid screens which clog up, and then your machine can't get rid of the water vapor. You can see this basically had no airflow going through it because it was so clogged. So getting this stupid screen off will do the trick. There's no reason for a screen like this unless you're trying to keep out varmints, and there's no critters that are going to get through this, so this is ridiculous. And look at the mess it made. So this is why the dryer couldn't vent out any moisture, because they put the stupid screen on here. Probably had 2 or 3% airflow, probably about 97% occluded. So we're going to get the screen off and it's going to flow really good. Really stupid. There's no reason for the screen. So I'm just reaching in and cleaning this all out by hand. Just don't want to have any of this residue here, but especially where it leaves. So I'm going to get rid of all that stuff. And we're going to remove this goofy screen. Get into there and make sure the vent tube itself's okay, but I think this is our major problem right here. We got the stupid screen off of there, so the air should be flying out. Let's just clean it up too while we're here. Really common with apartments and condos, and then the dryer just takes like 3 hours to do anything because it can't get rid of the moisture. So that's because it has to go up vertically. It gets clogged easily, but in this case it's even worse because some idiot put the screen here, and that screen builds up with lint, and then no air can get out, so your dryer sits there forever, plus a bunch of moisture will build up somewhere. If the air can't get out readily through the top, the moist air will find a way out of one of the seams and start messing with your walls. So I want to get a hold of your HOA department if you live in a condo, townhouse, or apartment that has these vertical setups, and tell them, did I get my vent tube cleared out from the top? And then all of a sudden your dryer is going to work great. I'm just going to clean this out just in case there's anything caught in there. I don't think so. Put the new one on. So these are in 3-foot sections. Got to make sure when this thing spins, it's always spinning to the right, clockwise. Because otherwise the ends might come undone inside. I'm going to hold the end, this end. I'll go reverse direction, that'll spin it off. And I'll go ahead and grab onto the next section. Okay, reverse it. You can do this from the top or from down where the dryer is inside. But the reason we went from the top today is I had a suspicion there was some screen up here, because no matter how often I would clean, it's not helping. That brush can't get up there and get rid of all the stuff that was caught there. Okay, so that's clean. We'll just put this guy back in. Just feed these little things in here. We bend them down. And this dryer should work really good now. Should be a huge difference. Dryers are all about airflow, and if you can't get air moving, they just don't work at all, no matter how much heat you have. Okay.
Now we're inside testing the dryer after we put in some clothes. We let it run for a little while. The vent tube looks really good. You got nice secure connections. And when we open it up, it's drying the clothes really fast now. It's getting rid of the moisture about 3 times faster than it used to. So this was a really good solution, and it just involved clearing out that screen at the very top on the roof. Watching our video, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance. And also click the little bell notification button so we can send you weekly videos on all the different ways of fixing appliances around your home and saving you lots of money. So thanks again for watching, and please also press the like button for our video if this was helpful to you. To contact me at the email listed below, which is scottthefixitguy@yahoo.com, with any of your questions.